Hi, it's Liz Jansen speaking. What if I were to tell you that you can take something that you find adventure in, that you love doing, that makes you feel confident, self-assured, independent, free, take that feeling and those lessons and turn that into something that you can apply to your daily life to make it more effective and more meaningful? I'm here to do just that. Over the past few years, I've developed a program called Life Lessons from Motorcycle, and I'm happy to introduce it to you right now. It's not about motorcycling. It's about taking the symbolism from an activity that pushes your comfort zone and using that, discovering your strengths and drawing on that, applying that to your life. But using the motorcycle is great for the meaning that it imparts. The course is designed as a 5-week online course, and it starts right with the basics. So if you're undergoing a transition or considering it, if you're looking for a change in your life, perhaps there's something you've always wanted to do, or perhaps there's been fears that are holding you back and you're tired of them, you want to break past that, then this course is for you. So week 1 is building the foundation, and again, using the symbolism from motorcycling. You have to know where you're going when you're riding, and how do you balance long and short-term goals, and what happens when things get in the way of where you want to go. There's construction, detours, things you can't control. You have to be able to respond to those. Same thing happens in your life. What about the controls? How you control your motorcycle and the decisions that you make determine how quickly and how safely you're going to get and how enjoyably you're going to get to your destination. In a motorcycle, most riders don't use anywhere near the power that's there. And even if they do, the power in the engine has to be transferred to the rear wheel for any movement to happen. It's the same thing in your life. You have more power than you are ever going to need. But unless you transfer that into actions, nothing is going to happen. So how do you use that power? How do you transfer that power into something meaningful? Week 2 is caring for yourself. You care for your motorcycle, you give it high quality ingredients, you give it the best kind of quantity and things that are meant just for it. What about yourself? Do you care for yourself just as well, or do you give yourself junk food for your soul? And we're talking about body, mind, and spirit here as well. How do you maintain yourself? How do you look after yourself to make sure that you're running in optimal condition? On a motorcycle, it's a safety factor. And for you, it's a health and well-being factor as well. Motorcycle has a gas gauge, and you know when you're running low on fuel. We don't come with gas gauges or reserve tanks, but we run out of energy just the same, and there's always warning signs. What are the warning signs for you? And do you recognize them? Because running out of energy, just as surely as on a motorcycle, is going to leave you stranded at the side of the road. Week 3, we talk about relationships. Who knew that motorcycles could teach us about relationships? But there's lots of information there. So it's about communications, about making sure people know what you're planning to do and if you're going to change your direction. It's about balance and making sure your load is evenly distributed, not taking on burdens that don't belong to you, and making sure that you do stay balanced and focused as you proceed down your life's path. And interdependence. A motorcycle and its rider are two very different entities with very different needs and different makeups. But when they come together, there's a synergy there that doesn't exist anywhere else, and they need to be considering each other's needs and working together to get to where they want to go. So there's lots of lessons there on relationships. Week 4 is about being who you are. Mirrors on a motorcycle tell us what's going on around us, and we need them for our safety. In life, other people are our mirrors, and they reflect things back to us, things that we need to learn about ourselves. So what are other people telling you, the people in your life? What are they showing you about who you are? And what are you reflecting back about who you are? Being grounded is very important. On a motorcycle, it happens with your wheels. And on your tires, there's just 2 small contact patches that stay in touch with the ground. So you need to make sure your tires are in good shape and no foreign bodies embedded in them, because that's all that's keeping you on the ground. What about in life? What's your support system and what's keeping you grounded? And lastly, what about the branding? Who are you? And who do you present to the world? Do you present your authentic self, or do you have it hidden behind protective gears because you're afraid of being hurt or afraid of what other people are going to think about you? So this is what we explore in week 4. In week 5, we bring it all together, and you come out with a plan and that you've been working on during the course, but a plan of action that you can use and that you can carry forward into your life that leads to all these rewards and personal fulfillment, more meaning, and just a more adventuresome way of doing it. And what a great time to be doing it at the beginning of the season too. So use these life lessons from motorcycles to transform your way of thinking. Each week there's 45 minutes of presentation followed by an interactive 45 minutes, a question and answer period. With your registration, you also get the PowerPoint slides, you get an audio recording, an MP3 of the session, you get written transcripts, there's practice guidelines, lots of resources and recommendations, and also some consultation time. And I'm so certain that you're going to enjoy the course and get a lot of meaning from it that's practical for you, because everybody's going to take different meaning out of this course, that there's 100% guarantee. So if you're not completely satisfied at the end of the course, then you get your money back. So use the life lessons, read the lessons that are there for you, apply them to your own situation. There's lots of information there, and you're going to find it interesting, adventuresome, and intriguing perhaps as well, but also very practical. So expect the rewards that you can get from only in following your heart. You'll also have a chance to network and find like-minded others who are taking the group as well. As an additional bonus, there's a download that's available when you register, 36 quotes to inspire you to live your best you. And so there's one for every day of the course, plus a bonus. So register and join me today. I'd love to share this road with you. There's an introductory offer on the registration. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So go to my website. There's lots more information, lots of details there, and you can register there as well. You can also email me if you'd like to have more information. So again, register, join me today. I'd love to share the road with you. Thank you.